In our standard run of taking a look at several different managers and how they use tactics to play their own game, we got another one for you. So let's check it out. This one is Bologna's Thiago Motta. He has bounced around a bit, Brazilian born, but right now in the Italian league with Bologna, like I mentioned, this tactic is the 4-2-3-1 Thiago Motta. The description on the page that I got this from is very in-depth. There is a video as usual, so definitely check that out if you want to take a look at this one. There's probably plenty of more material there to look at. But just a quick snippet from the description. The biggest things to know when learning about Thiago Motta's play style are his emphasis on build-up play, vertical passing, and high pressing. Now, one thing I did want to mention, this is still using the original FM24 database. The new update is out with all the latest winter transfers and all of that. I do have some saves that I'm going to be recording that use that, but unfortunately this one, and I think one or two others, are still using the old database, just so you know that some of these transfers haven't happened yet. But still gives you the overall picture of what this tactic might look like when you take a look at it. But we are going to take a look at and see how that all works in our Premier League sides of Liverpool and Aston Villa and our Championship side of Ipswich Town. So let's just head on to the Premier League and see how they did. Well, overall, not too shabby. Liverpool in second place, 87 points, 98 goals, a pretty nice tally. I won't say it's high above their average mark. If you just started at FM24 without doing any real tactical tweaks and you just kind of sim throughout, it's kind of where they end up anyway. However, 98 goals is still pretty nice. Aston Villa, though, in fourth. They're scheduled to be at around 10th, but 82 goals, 74 points is a fantastic mark for them, though. Unfortunately, the domestic cup see Liverpool out incredibly quickly. EFL Cup 4th round to Manchester United, and then Wrexham dropped them out of the FA Cup in the 3rd round. And no trophies this season. Europa League round of 16, you're out against Real Madrid. So overall, Premier League doing pretty nicely. Second place Champions League next season. The Europa League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, though, all pretty bad. So looking at this, I mean, you can see there's a ton of green there, but overall, I mean, still, I don't know what to say with those 3 cup losses. But Jota with 21 leads the league leads the line in goals. Assist wise, 20 for Salah, 14 for Robertson. Average rating 7.30 for Robertson. Juan Miranda 7.60 with a 5 off the bench. But he did come into the winter, so one to take a look at maybe. Well, Aston Villa not doing any better in the EFL Cup 3rd round. They dropped out against Fulham. However, they get to the FA Cup quarters against Tottenham. Lose out there, but still did a lot better than Liverpool. And they do get a trophy against Ajax in the Europa Conference League final. I mean, they're in 4th place, so they're getting Champions League next season anyway, but they did a great job in this, and they got a trophy. Better than Liverpool did. So overall, 4th place, like I mentioned, fantastic positioning there. Did very well in the league. Conference League doing another fantastic job lifting that trophy. FA Cup, you do get to the quarters, but Carabao Cup, oh God, no. So squad-wise, I mean, we'll see what that does for them, but 25 goals for Ollie Watkins-Diaby with 21, not bad at all. 19 even for Jacob Ramsey. 17 assists for Lucas Digne, 15 for Diaby. And then average rating, Robin Olsen with 1 appearance, 7.30, but 7.20 for Digne. Very well done for him. Data hub for Liverpool looking absolutely fantastic as usual. I mean, these are some through-the-roof attacking numbers. And then if we look at Aston Villa, they've got some numbers, not quite as much, but that non-penalty expected goals per 90 is fantastic. As we switch our sights to the Premier League stats, you can see Liverpool in most goals with 98. Aston Villa in 3rd with 82. Very well done. Few shots against, though. Liverpool only making the list. And 6th place for most possession. Dribbles made 7th. Tackles won, not usually there. Best pass completions, not usually there. And then most shots for Liverpool in 1st and Aston Villa in 4th. Well, we're starting off right there. Playoff final for Ipswich Town. They get to the playoffs, unfortunately losing out to Southampton. It's kind of how it usually happens. But 3rd place is where they end up. 113 goals is insane. 92 points is a fantastic mark. You don't get the playoff, you don't get the promotion, I should say, but you do get 3rd place, a fantastic place to build for next season. Overall, not expected much, but you get to the EFL Cup 4th round, 1-1 in penalty loss against Fulham, and then an FA Cup 3rd round immediately out against Luton Town. So overall, you get to the playoff promotion spots, unfortunately unable to get promoted. EFL Cup, FA Cup, not bad, but you're not expected much anyway. So squad-wise, a lot of green there. 28 goals for Hurst, fantastic from him. Wes Burns, 22. Assist-wise, 19 for Davis, and then all the way down to 12 for Burns and Broadhead. Average rating, it is 7.24 for Leif Davis. Fabian Reeder, we've seen him come in before during the winter break, but 7.23, definitely one to take a look at. Championship stats-wise, they're in here a couple of times. Ipswich Town, 118 goals, is first in the league. Of course, that is quite the drop. A few shots against, not there. Most possession in 5th. Dribbles in 5th. And then most tackles, best pass completion. Most shots for is where they come back. 2nd place. So getting to the tactic itself, you could see we'd start with a sweeper keeper in goal, a wingback on the left in attack, central defenders in defend in the central defensive spots, and then a fullback in support on the right. Now again, this was made for Bologna pretty much, so a lot of this, individual player instructions, some of the flip-flopping of wingback and fullback will definitely depend on your squad, but going back to the midfield, deep line playmaker in support next to a CM in support, inverted winger on the left in support, one in the right in attack, and then an attacking midfielder in attack in the central spot, an advanced forward in attack up front. Positive mentality, in possession, attacking width is narrow, play out of defense, passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and work the ball in the box. In transition, counter press, counter and distribute quickly. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. But how did it do overall for our 3 teams? I mean, to be honest, it didn't do too badly. Ipswich Town getting to 3rd, not promoted, but still doing a fairly good job. The points, the goals, everything in there is pretty nice. And if we look at Liverpool, 2nd place, sure, that's where they belong. That's where they usually end up. But 98 goals is a fantastic mark. 87 points is not bad at all. Aston Villa in 4th is another fantastic one right there. So overall, definitely one to take a look at. I think we've seen better, at least in my saves. Again, you take control of this. You could do, anything can happen. I usually say you could do a lot better, but my save compared to your save, if you do the exact same thing, could end up completely different. In this one, it seemed to work. But that's it for me, Sefian FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.